Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k18 Universe Mode. This is Monday Night Raw, and I am BrendenPlayz. And tonight, Seth Rollins goes one-on-one with Dean Ambrose in a huge main event matchup. All that plus much more on this episode of Monday Night Raw. 3 weeks away from Survivor Series. And of course, NXT TakeOver coming up this week as well. It is a jam-packed month of Universe Mode. First up here on the show, we've got our main event results from last week. Epico and Primo, they were in action. It was Epico going one-on-one with Jinder Mahal. Neville will go one-on-one with Mark Henry. Carmella and Maurice team up to take on Naomi and Natalya. And Aiden English is up against Apollo Crews in singles action. So our first contest, Jinder picks up the win. Henry and Neville. It is Neville with the win as well. Women's tag team action, it is Carmella and Maurice picking up the victory. In English and Crews, it is Aiden English with the win. Well, this week on Monday Night Raw, we start things off with Baron Corbin and Kurt Hawkins one-on-one. Charlotte will go one-on-one with Alexa Bliss. Two of the top women in the division taking each other on. The Big Show, he's back in action after splitting away from Austin Aries. In his first match back is against The Miz. The New Day will take on the Colognes in tag team action. We'll see Dolph Ziggler go one-on-one with Jason Jordan. The new United States Champion is Dolph Ziggler. And that main event matchup we spoke about a moment ago. Former Shield brothers. They're in action against each other tonight. Seth Rollins prepares for Survivor Series against Dean Ambrose. Our first contest, Kurt Hawkins. Wow, he won a match. Baron Corbin with an upset loss there. Kurt Hawkins actually won. I can't believe it, honestly. Charlotte picks up the win over Alexa Bliss, the former women's champion. The Miz wins over the Big Show. And the New Day pick up the win over the Colognes. So one-on-one action here tonight to start things off with Dolph Ziggler taking on Jason Jordan. Ziggler, the new United States champion after winning it at Backlash. He defeated Shinsuke Nakamura successfully. Ziggler has been in a good run of form, no doubt about that. He's having a purple patch in the last few months. He dealt with Austin Aries, he dealt with the Big Show, then he moved on to the big gun of Shinsuke Nakamura, beating him at Backlash. Now the challenge will be set. Survivor Series. It will be Ziggler and Nakamura one-on-one in the rematch. Can Dolph Ziggler win it again? Can he beat Nakamura one more time? It will be a tough challenge. His opponent, it is Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan, a talented young man, no doubt about that, just starting to break through as a singles competitor here on Monday Night Raw. Only a handful of singles matches, but he gets a chance at the US Champion here tonight. Always has a smile on his face, but always looks to deliver inside that ring, gives it 110% every time we see him in action. And that's what we want to see from Jason Jordan. A young man looking just to find his way as a singles. Well, he was a part of the American Alpha Tag Team with Chad Gable. And Jason Jordan was unfortunately traded from SmackDown to Raw. And that tag team was split up. So a few big trades took place at the Superstar Shakeup, breaking up a few teams actually. Enzo and Cass was another one that was broken away, with the Raw General Manager Christian desperate to get Big Cass on his show, believing that Big Cass has a big potential to be a singles breakout superstar. So Christian made a big play to get Big Cass. He did so, and well, he did the same here with Jason Jordan as well, believing that Jordan would be the breakout star instead of Chad Gable. Well, Chad Gable had a bit of a run-in with Rhino on the last episode of SmackDown, so we'll have to see how that progresses in the next episode of Universe Mode, coming away soon, of course, as Ziggler prepares for Jason Jordan. As Ziggler, well, I don't think that was a good idea from Ziggler. Jordan pretty far away there. Ziggler thought, hey, I'll give it a shot, but clearly not the right idea. Now gets slammed down there with the powerbomb by Jason Jordan. Well, Ziggler must deal with Nakamura at Survivor Series. Shinsuke Nakamura touted as the next big star here on Raw. And Ziggler continues to prove that, hey, don't worry about Nakamura, worry about me. I am going to be the next big star. Everyone's been sleeping on me. Nobody has been giving me the respect that I deserve. I haven't been getting the opportunities that I deserve. Now it's time for me to take them. Ziggler said, last week on Raw that he's been waiting for his chances. Now he's not going to wait anymore. He's just going to keep on taking them as his pursuit to become the Universal Champion is in play right now as a neckbreaker there by Ziggler. Ziggler looking to get that world title around his waist once again. Last time he held it was over a year ago at SummerSlam. He lost it in 5 minutes. Cashed in by Finn Balor, who cashed in Money in the Bank and took it all away from him. And Ziggler's career went crashing down. And it's taken him over a year to recover. That's how bad that loss was for Ziggler. And Ziggler has since turned his back on the fans, unfortunately. He feels as though that's what he has to do. He's no longer trying to do what's right for the fans. He's trying to do what's right for him. And what's right for him is to beat up anybody in his way, take what he wants, whenever he wants. And so far it's worked. It's got him another United States Championship. The second time here in Universe Mode he's held that championship. Now Ziggler has Jordan over the ropes. Looks to pose instead of really taking advantage. But here comes Ziggler, looking to take advantage now. Swings that neck into the neck breaker. Nicely done by the champ. Something Ziggler's been wanting to be called for a long time is champion. And it was a big statement that he made last week to Nakamura. From what we've been told, Nakamura was furious about what Dolph Ziggler said, but not a lot that Nakamura can really do about it. Ziggler can say whatever the hell he wants. And lately, he can say what he wants and do what he wants. No one's really been able to stop him. Jason Jordan trying to do so here tonight. Gets Ziggler in the corner. Oh! Tries to hit that shoulder, I should say, into the midsection of Ziggler. Got a little bit of it. And again, striking Ziggler. Jordan, this time, the third time, and that one hurt the most. Now, belly to belly. 3 times driving that shoulder into the midsection of Ziggler. The third time really got him good. Now Jordan looking to set him up here. Jason Jordan, oh, misses out. Jordan had a big chance there, but missed out on that opportunity to capitalize. Now Jordan able to avoid that kick from Ziggler, but trying to pick up Ziggler again to try and put him away. Missed out though, is now Dolph. Look out. He comes to swinging neckbreaker again by the champ. This is a good test here for Ziggler. He's looking good coming into Survivor Series, but a young man like Jason Jordan, hungry, wants to be the champion one day. This is a tough assignment for Ziggler. And Ziggler was setting him up for that zigzag. Missed out. Jordan into the suplex as well. Jason Jordan, what a name he could make for himself here tonight. You beat the champion, you put yourself on the map. That's exactly what Jordan wants to do. If he can beat Dolph Ziggler, maybe he forces his way into the championship picture. Maybe he forces himself to, well, forces the crowd to remember his name and take him as a serious threat. And that's what he's been hoping. We know Dean Ambrose, the man we'll see in action later on tonight, has been very close to forcing his way into the United States Championship picture. Jordan trying to launch himself at Ziggler, but Dolph able to counter with that DDT. We'll see Dean Ambrose in action in a moment's time against Seth Rollins. A win over Seth might just do it for Dean Ambrose to get himself a title opportunity. And we know Seth will be very busy at Survivor Series with the NWO. All 4 members of the NWO versus Team Raw. Oh, there's a famouser there by Ziggler. Quite possible Dean Ambrose could be the 4th man for Team Raw. We still don't know who the 4th man is. It's now Ziggler whips the head back and forth. And hey, maybe Jason Jordan could be that man as well. A win here tonight. That'll get the Raw GM thinking. STO there by Jordan. Ziggler's looked pretty good for the majority of this matchup. Jason Jordan, I think, feels as though this match could be slipping away from him after that famouser. Jordan has to try and do something here. Otherwise, this match will get away from him and he could lose this big opportunity. Cannot afford a loss here. Ziggler just slammed down and now Jordan gets Ziggler up. Shrugged off though by the champion. Now Dolph right hand there to Jordan. Oh, thought about the zigzag again. Had Jordan in the right position to go for it. Missed out though. And now Jordan has Ziggler up and oh, just drills that leg right into the mat. Nicely executed there by Jason Jordan, who continues to impress every time he gets an opportunity as a singles, and that's what you want to see from this young man. You want to see him progressing and getting better, and the only way you can really get better is by finding ways to beat the best superstars on the roster. Ziggler again countering Jason Jordan, and he says it's all too easy. Is this the best you've got? Jordan Cannot be happy about that. Ziggler being as arrogant as ever. Ziggler, DDT, caught Jordan again. And I've got to say, Ziggler is having a pretty easy time. Went for the famouser though. Missed out because Jordan found a counter into the powerbomb. Now Jordan again tried for that takedown. And once again, Ziggler found that DDT. I think Jordan's got to go away from it. It's not working at all for him. 3 times he's tried it, I believe, maybe more. And it's not working. Ziggler just taking a bit of a breather now. Jordan had an opportunity to get himself back into it, but he's missed out. Now the famouser by Dolph Ziggler. And that could be it. Jordan's in some trouble. Ziggler, here's the cover. Hooks that leg. Jordan, can he kick out here? Or will Ziggler? No. Thought Ziggler could have had that match won there, but instead Jordan does have enough in the tank to kick out. Now Ziggler is lining up Jason Jordan. Oh no. We've seen this before. Dolph Ziggler lining up Jordan. Super kick on the jaw. And Jason Jordan is out cold. Dolph wins. Dolph Ziggler picks up the win over Jason Jordan, a tough opponent tonight, but he will have to be prepared when he takes on Shinsuke Nakamura at Survivor Series. Now that is a match I'm looking forward to. The rematch from Backlash. Ziggler with a big win tonight sends a bit of a statement to Nakamura that he is ready for the Japanese sensation, the king of strong style, the artist in the ring. Ziggler, he's the show off, and tonight he got to show off one more time. He looked pretty good. Ziggler is looking great before Survivor Series. Oh, hang on. Nakamura's in the ring from behind. Nakamura! Kinshasa! Where did he come from? Ziggler, too busy taunting the crowd. Nakamura struck from behind. Nakamura gets some payback after last week's words by Ziggler. Well, here we go. A huge main event here tonight on Raw. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, one-on-one. This is going to be good. 2 of Raw's best. Ambrose wants that last spot on the Raw Survivor Series team. And a win tonight, I think, will force Christian's hand to maybe allow that to happen. But the thing is, I don't know if Ambrose can be trusted. Recently coming from SmackDown to Raw, hasn't really had to deal with Goldberg and the NWO all that much. So I don't know if Ambrose's, loyalties really are there with Raw. I don't think Ambrose really cares that much about beating the NWO. I think Ambrose just wants the opportunity to be involved in a big headline match for the potential to maybe get a title shot down the line. Because it is winner takes all. If Goldberg and the NWO lose, then that title will be vacated and the hunt for the next champion will be on the line. So it probably is in Dean Ambrose's best interest to try and get on that Raw team to help Team Raw win. But one man that will be on Team Raw, it is Seth Rollins. Now tonight, Seth Rollins is all alone. Last week on Raw, we saw The Undertaker laid out by Sting. And not only that, Samoa Joe was put through a table. Now Seth Rollins was taken out in the parking lot as well. But Seth Rollins has been cleared to compete tonight, whereas The Undertaker and Samoa Joe were not, and they have been sent home. We spoke to Seth Rollins earlier on, and he said, I'm here to be defiant. I'm not going to back down from the NWO. You attacked us last week. I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm not going to let that worry me. I'm going to make sure that I walk away with a victory tonight and get ready for Survivor Series. So Rollins, despite getting attacked last week, is showing that he is not backing down from a fight no matter what. It is potentially 1 versus 4 tonight. Now, I don't think Sting will be all that interested in getting his hands on Seth Rollins. Sting really only showing an interest in The Undertaker at this point, so potentially 1 versus 3 is more realistic tonight. So Rollins could be in a bad position regardless. 1 versus 4, 1 versus 3. Is there much difference? Not really. It's still not good for Seth Rollins at all. Team Raw still can't find a 4th member. Christian's been searching. He's been calling everybody. He's been trying to find the perfect member, and he just can't find that man. He approached Kevin Owens, who said, I'm not the right man for the job. After losing to Goldberg a couple of weeks ago, Kevin Owens' confidence is, well, it's down. Kevin Owens believes he can't beat Goldberg at this point in time, and he's decided to pull himself out of the race to be that final man. Dean Ambrose has put himself in the hat, but I don't know if he is the right choice. I just don't think he can be trusted. We just don't know where Ambrose's loyalty is. You know, yes, he's a part of Team Raw, and he doesn't really have any beef with the NWO, though. So, if things don't go well for him during the Survivor Series match, it would not shock me if he walked out on Team Raw. Especially if the NWO was winning. I think Ambrose would like to walk out on Team Raw to try and do the NWO a favor to make sure that he's in the good graces if NWO does take over Raw. That's the other thing you've got to consider. If you do lose and you represent Team Raw, as a nice move there by Rollins, your career is over. It's over because the NWO are going to make your life a living hell. The Undertaker, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, if they lose at Survivor Series, I think their careers are over. They're going to have to go to SmackDown. Otherwise, they're done. Because the NWO will have full control of Monday Night Raw, and they will just put Rollins through hell, Joe and Undertaker through hell as well. It's not going to be pretty. Rollins with a kick there to Ambrose. It truly is a must-win match for Team Raw at Survivor Series. As we've been saying, winner takes all. Ambrose taking down Seth Rollins right here. And Dean Ambrose, former World Champion, former Intercontinental Champion as well. He's also won the Royal Rumble. He's also main evented WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins was there in that WrestleMania main event. Of course, so was Roman Reigns, the big Shield triple threat matchup from a couple of years ago, back in Season 2 of Universe Mode. Ambrose has Rollins up now, and fireman's carry here. So these two have had their battles, no doubt, as Rollins bounces off the top turnbuckle. They've also had their battles together as a team, a part of the Shield. Seth Rollins sweeping off Dean Ambrose off his feet. Arguably, Seth Rollins is the most successful superstar in Universe Mode history. Two-time World Champion, United States Champion, multiple-time Tag Team Champion. He has done it all. All he really needs to do is win the IC title, and he's completed the Grand Slam, pretty much. As now, Ambrose wanting Rollins to get back to his feet on the second rope right now. Dean Ambrose lining up Seth and connects with the boots to the face. So far, so good here for Dean Ambrose. This is a must-win match for him if he wants to be on Team Raw. No better way to do it than beat one of the best superstars on Raw right now, Seth Rollins. The last few months for Seth Rollins have been fantastic, really. You know, when he beat Goldberg in that tag team match all those months ago, Goldberg just couldn't handle it. Goldberg just could not handle it, and he knew Seth Rollins could be the man to beat him for that championship. So Goldberg injured Seth Rollins. He put him on the shelf. Seth Rollins, when he got a rematch finally, one-on-one for the championship, Goldberg took the count out. He walked out in the matchup. You know, all these different things that Goldberg has done has just been a real shame, a real disgrace. And Seth Rollins really hasn't been able to get his hands on Goldberg. But now at Survivor Series, he gets his chance not only to get his hands on Goldberg, but the entire NWO with a chance to put them all out of a job forever. Huge stakes on the line. Ambrose now drives those fists into the chest and the midsection of Seth Rollins. Takes a bit of a breather himself, though. Ambrose stomping away. Dean Ambrose came to Raw a few months ago in a trade between himself and AJ Styles. Ambrose was kind of struggling a little bit on SmackDown, hoping to come to Raw to turn things around, but it hasn't quite worked out in his favor. With the NWO arriving, Ambrose has kind of been lost in the shuffle a little bit, so this is his chance to really shine. He's had a few victories over the last month or so, though, which has put him in contention for the United States Championship. Many believe that a triple threat match should take place at Survivor Series with Dean Ambrose being inserted. And I have to agree, that would be a terrific matchup, but Nakamura and Ziggler have got that locked up right now. Ambrose could be the next challenger, though, for Dolph Ziggler or Nakamura, depending on who wins. Kick out there by Rollins. So the next few months could be very good for Dean Ambrose. Of course, the Royal Rumble is coming up in a couple months' time as well. We have to start looking ahead towards that. And Ambrose has won a Royal Rumble in the past. Maybe winning another Royal Rumble this coming Rumble could just revive his career and get him back in the world title hunt, which would be huge. Ambrose with that clothesline, now lining him up for the Dirty Deeds. Can he find it? Ambrose lining him up, and here it comes. The Dirty Deeds! Yes, he's got it! Dirty Deeds! Ambrose! Is it enough to beat Rollins? And oh! Well, I don't know about that. The referee said it was 2, but I don't think Rollins had the shoulders up yet. Well, that's pretty controversial. I don't know about that from the referee. Let's take a look back at that again. So here we go. Let's quickly look at it. Here's the 2 count coming up. And now we go to the 3rd count. And the referee stops his count as Rollins then kicks out. I think the referee has made a mistake. I think that would have been 3. The Dirty Deeds, I think, should have won that match there for Dean Ambrose. So Ambrose a little unlucky here tonight. That's disappointing. I think he should have had that victory there. Rollins gets a bit of a reprieve. I guess this is why the NWO have been saying that, well, a few guys on Raw have been getting a few extra favors in comparison to others. And that thing's a little bit corrupt there. What a move by Seth Rollins. Forget about that. Here's another chance for the referee to redeem himself. This time, Ambrose definitely does kick out with that shoulder up coming up very, very quickly. Well, the NWO has said that Christian is corrupt and the staff that he's hired are incompetent and they're not able to do the right job. We've seen so many referee blunders over the last couple of years here in Universe Mode. I've got to say, I think the NWO probably do have a point when it comes to the referees. There has been a lot of times where a lot of decisions have gone wrong or have had a poor decision because of the referees making a mistake. We just saw one right there. Rollins now driven into the ringside barricade. Ambrose looking to use that barricade. And there's a bit of a leg sweep. Instead of taking him to the ground, he took him into the barricade. Rollins firing back though with a counter, driving Ambrose back in the ring here. Chance now for Rollins to capitalize. He needs to get that moment that we just saw with the 2 counts incident. He needs to get that out of his mind. Move on to try and find that King's Landing. Of course, let's not forget, when that King's Landing hit on Jey Uso, he was knocked out. For how long? He was out for minutes. He was gone. So we know how effective the King's Landing is. He just hit that super kick, which definitely is the precursor of what is to come, which could be that King's Landing as he now lines up Dean Ambrose. This is not where you want to be. Rollins, though, gets countered. Dean saving the match. Tell you what, if he finds the King's Landing there, it would have been over for Dean. Now, Rollins, look out. Falcon Arrow time. This is looking good here for Seth Rollins, but he's just missing a step right there. A little fatigued. He's had some big matches, of course. Let's not forget the one he had at Backlash against the Outsiders, the NWOs, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. That tornado tag took a lot out of Seth. We saw, of course, last week the Undertaker and Kevin Nash one-on-one. It looked like Kevin Nash was probably going to beat the dead man, but oh! Rollins again, springing off the ropes, now into the cover again. Hold that thought. This could be it here for Dean. A kick out. Well, last week it looked like Kevin Nash could have potentially beaten the dead man, but that was never the plan. It was always the plan to take the dead man off his feet and then go for the absolute ambush. And geez, wasn't it a all-out assault? Nash and Hall took down. It took down Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe backstage, and Goldberg and Sting finished off the Undertaker afterwards. We don't even know if the Undertaker will make it to Survivor Series. He's not here tonight. Neither is Samoa Joe. It's only Seth Rollins, the last man standing for Team Raw here tonight. Taking off his feet there is Rollins. Now Ambrose. Can he capitalize? Drops that elbow. A win here for Ambrose tonight, and maybe, hit some of that dirty deeds a little bit more effectively as he's going for it right there. Gets counted there. Missed opportunity for Dean. I was going to say, if he hits that dirty deeds pretty well, maybe could cause a concussion. That will hurt Seth Rollins' chances for Survivor Series. Bridge through, kick out. Something that Ambrose would be thinking in the back of his mind. I mean, if he can't get a spot at Survivor Series, you can always try and take one. Always try and take it away from Rollins, who's been looking forward to this match for so long. It'd be a big risk, and you certainly would make an enemy out of Rollins, and I don't think he could be trusted, but it would be a bold move. As now, that's a bold move! The King's Landing! I don't think he can worry about taking his spot at Survivor Series, Dean. He's got to worry about waking up tomorrow because he's out. King's Landing, 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose knocked out cold. Seth Rollins takes advantage of a window of opportunity and he gets rid of Dean Ambrose tonight. Wow, great victory. Dean has been excellent for a while now. A little unlucky, I've got to say, with the Dirty Deeds incident. Could have gone either way. Rollins still looking the goods. He's had a terrific last 6 months. His rise to the title, it is getting better and better for Rollins every time we see him. And I gotta say, if he can take down the NWO at Survivor Series, I think he could be looking at the next Universal Champion right here. How good has he been? Seth Rollins on fire tonight. And now he can celebrate. He can celebrate here tonight. He's had an effective performance. And hang on, Dean Ambrose back in the ring. Dean Ambrose back in the ring, and he's not finished yet. Well, he's awoken from the King's Landing, and you got to understand his frustrations. He thought maybe I was going to win earlier on. Here comes the Bulldog, and now looking to take it to Seth Rollins. Ambrose has had a good month himself. He doesn't want to let this deter it. Here it comes. Another Dirty Deeds. Rollins taken down. Effective by Dean Ambrose. Takes down Seth. And a message has been sent. Nicely done here by Dean. Didn't get the win tonight, but he sends a big message. Oh my god, wait a second. Dean Ambrose is going off. He's leaving Rollins in the ring all alone. And the Universal Champion Goldberg is coming. NWO's champion, their most prized man, is on his way to the ring. Oh my god, he's got Seth Rollins all alone. There's no Samoa Joe. There's no Undertaker. Seth's the only man, and Goldberg's calling for the NWO. He wants them to come out to the ring. Oh, wait a second. That's Kevin Nash backstage. He's down. In the locker room, in the NWO's locker room, Kevin Nash is down. So Scott Hall. Oh my god, who's taking out the NWO? Who the hell took down the NWO? Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. Is it the fourth man? Oh my goodness. I think we found a fourth. His name is John Cena. He's back. We haven't seen Cena for a few months now, but he's back here on Raw, and he is the fourth man for Team Raw. Well, let's not forget what Goldberg's done to Cena. These two took each other on at WrestleMania, and ever since that match, Cena, his career has declined. He's been out, he's suffered injuries, he hasn't had the opportunities. Cena's just been waiting for his chance. But Goldberg has taken it all away from him, and now Cena is looking for a bit of revenge, but Goldberg with a right hand. Cena's now the fourth man for Team Raw. What a fourth man they picked up, but Goldberg looking to fight here tonight. Goldberg has Cena now. Cena took out Nash and Hall backstage. I think we all knew Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were going to come out here to try and make it a 3-on-1 here against Seth Rollins, but Cena made sure that didn't happen. He has the save. Now Cena's going to try and fend off Goldberg. Gets hit with that big boot though. Cena is down and not where you want to be. Goldberg lining up John Cena. Cena just wants some revenge after months of hell. Cena countering though. Stops the jackhammer. Now Cena has Goldberg in the corner. Here comes Cena. Big clothesline in the corner. Now John Cena lining him up. Looking for the 5-knuckle shuffle. He's been waiting for months to do this. Connecting. Cena's been beaten by Goldberg at WrestleMania. He got beat by him again at Payback. He's looking for payback of his own tonight. The AA. John Cena with the AA. Cena takes down Goldberg. No Joe. No Taker. But they've got Cena tonight. Cena now. What is he planning here? He's got Goldberg in the corner. John Cena now gets a hold of Goldberg, and he's going to get him in the top turnbuckle. John Cena. What is he doing? Right hand to Goldberg. Oh my god, you don't think. Cena, what is he doing? John Cena looking for the ultimate revenge. The Super AA off the top rope. The AA off the top. Goldberg destroyed off the top rope by John Cena. Cena is back, and he's on Team Raw, ladies and gentlemen. The fourth man has been revealed, and I think it's the best man they could have got. multiple-time world champion John Cena joins Team Raw. A man that has bled for Raw in the past. He has fought for Raw many times. He's the perfect man to fight for them one more time to try and take down the NWO. It is winner takes all, and it's at Survivor Series. We now know it'll be Cena, Undertaker, Samoa Joe, and Seth Rollins taking on the NWO's Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Sting, and the Universal Champion Goldberg. Oh my god, what a match that will be. Ladies and gentlemen, John Cena, your fourth man. And with that being said, that is all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. I don't care, let's shoot for a big goal. We just found out the fourth man. Can we hit 400 likes? Let's try and do it. If you're excited for Survivor Series, you got to hit a like on that like button, and of course subscribe, because it is going to be huge. So much more action is coming. Do not miss any more Universe Mode. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you in the next video.